Echo. Echo. Play Oldies playlist on Shuffle.
The playlist Oldies Hits on Amazon Music.
Hello, hello, hello. Hold on, I'll check you guys in a second. Ooh, that's trippy. Look. It's like it keeps going. That is so trippy. Isn't that trippy? Look. It's the little things that amuse me. I hope everybody is having a great weekend. If I cough, sorry. Sorry. Make sure you share the live, like, love it, breathe it, all that good stuff. And we'll get started. The live shouldn't be too long today, because this is a really easy book to make. It's a no-sew book. No binding whatsoever. Isn't that awesome? No bind book. I love no bind books. No bind books are amazing. So yes, we love this. Some announcements. We're working on hubby's love handles. And we'll be adding them little by little. So that's about it for those. And yeah. All right. Y'all ready to get started? Let's do this. All right. So what we're working with today is the Winter Valley Romantic Collection here. And we're going to be using this. This is an 8x8 pad. And I do have these available in my Etsy shop. And I'm not sure if they will be around during Christmas time. So that's kind of why we're doing this. So this is going to be book number 3 in the 25 book series. So let me put this up here. Now that we're all ready to go. And I'm going to show you what we're going to do. I've made this type of book before. I have not made it this size. So this should be interesting, to say the least. Alright, hang on. I gotta move all this stuff out of the way. Because I got all kinds of goodies underneath me here. So, here is the Winter Valley paper pad we're using. It's geared more towards, I guess, outside Christmas. I did a journal spread with this a few weeks ago, maybe. And I used a lot of the materials for this. So this is it. So the one thing that I like about this is we're not even going to cut the paper. The only time we may cut the paper is for the cover. And that will probably be a liner for the cover, which we're going to do out of chipboard. So, the only thing we're going to do is we're going to pick out several pages that we want to use in this book. And again, this is an 8x8 pad. It's easier to do this kind of book when it's a perfect square. Very, very easy. Let me get these apart without getting all the glue on them. And you'll notice it's going to be extremely, extremely quiet here today. And that's because my kids are not here. They are at their grandparents' house until Monday. Even little Rubik's. This is as long as she's ever stayed the night away from us. Not crazy about it, but yeah, it is what it is. Okay, so let me put these to the side. We may actually use this page because this isn't a bad layout. And this will be the liner. And we're also doing something last. We're doing the cover last. It's easier to do the pages first. Why aren't you on? That way you can make your cover around that. And yes, this is a no-sew journal book that I have designed and made several times. I have different versions of this book now. So, let me see how many pages we got here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, I didn't realize that one was a circle one. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is about the kind of pages you want. And then the cover. Let me go grab, I may grab an extra. Let me see. My chair keeps, let me see what I got here. I think I got another Winter Valley, and I'm going to use the cover of this one for, well, let me see. I'm going to use the cover. Actually, no, that ain't going to work. That's, let's see, 4 by 4 by 4. Actually, this may work. Oh my god, this may work. Okay, like I said, we're going to do the cover last. And this is a 6 by 6, but it may work. We're just going to wingding it and see. I mean, sometimes that's all you can do. So let me move the ones that we're not going to use right off the bat. And I'm going to show you what you do. I will be on live next week, next Saturday. The Saturday after that, and possibly the Saturday after that, I will not, because those are birthdays. Ruby's birthday is the 16th, so we're having a party for her on that day. So yeah, so that I can't be on live that day. But I may do a live during the week. I don't know yet. And some of these books I will not be making on live, only because there's not enough weeks to make them, the 25 bucks. So here is very simple, easy technique. Like I said, you have to have a perfect square in order for this to work. Okay, you can do other kind of folding techniques, but it works better this way. And if you don't know what the accordion book is, let me get it. I have one. There we go. I think it's in here with my other million journal books that are all filled up and just sitting here collecting dust. And that way I can show you exactly what we're doing. Oh, there it is. I have books all over my room. Of books that I will probably never get rid of. Because I love them too much. And well, now it's not in here. And that way we can see what we're working with. And if I can't find it, then y'all just have to trust the process. And no, I can't find it. Alright, oh well. We'll just have to trust it. Alright. So, the way the accordion works is it will be shrunk down to a smaller square 4x4. And I could show you guys, yeah, a 4x4. So basically the way that it folds, it's going to kind of come in and it will be like open this way. What are you doing?
I need some more.
Okay.
I'm doing 3 weeks worth of work in 3 days, so I'm going to be busy.
Alright, well have fun with that.
I will.
Anywho. Alright, so the way the folding technique goes, here, I'm going to get an extra piece of paper here. I have scrap paper lying around, so I'll show you. Because I don't want it to possibly mess up. Because it has been a minute since I made this. So, here's how the folding technique works. Okay, so basically what we're going to do is we're going to make it to where we have 4 squares here. Okay, so you just fold it like this. And it's recommended that you use heavy cardstock. Turn it this way. Fold it like this. So you got your 4 squares. Then what you're going to do is you're going to flip it over like this. Here's your 4 squares, right? And what we want to do is we want to make it to where this will pop up. And I'm hoping this will work. It should be just an 8x8. So I think it's easier to see when it's not a plain piece of paper, so you can actually see if it has a design on it or something. You can see what it actually is going to be doing. Like this, and you kind of okay, and then it will pop like that, and it will kind of look like a little hat, and then that's how it works, and that is it. Very, very simple. Okay, so woo, and then what you want to do is you want to take your bone fold, straight edge, whatever, just go around it like this, so it will pop open like that, or like that. So this is a no-sew accordion journal book. Like I said, and then when it's closed, it will be this size, which should be 4x4. And then what we'll do is we'll make a hardcover for it. We'll have a tie, and then that's how it will close. And this will be book number 3 in the series. Okay? Now, you also want to make sure that when you fold these, you fold them opposite ways. If you want the pictures all on one side, then this has to be folded this way, opposite. Every other picture does. If you don't care and you want them opposite like this, where they're, because it can be decorated on both sides, then there you go. You can just fold them all the same way. So, first one, we're just going to fold this way. And the best part about that I like about these is, one, they're unique. You can do one and make it a card. It doesn't have to be a book. You can also, and we may do this on this one, is kind of decorate the edges, do different kind of edging. I've done these at doilies before. And it's just the sky's the limit with these. So you're just going to take it like this. Kind of make sure it's straight. I usually have my head hanging over it while I'm doing it, so it's kind of more difficult to do it this way because it's hard to see the edge. But I'm sure you guys don't want to see my scalp. You just take your straight edge that way. And the way that you know you did it right is when you open it back up, it will pop like that. So it kind of looks like this. And then just squeeze it down like that. And that is it. And I have other things that we're going to be doing for the cover. I have molds right here that I've had saved in my box of snowflakes, of course, the number 3, and everything. There is a gnat flying around here, and as soon as I see it, I'm gonna squish it. So the reason why I said, so when the book opens, it will open like this. Okay, so the reason why I said that you want to fold these in the opposite way, if you want them all on the same side, is because when we attach it, it will probably attach, it's going to attach like this in the inside or something along those lines. So if you want it to continue its cute little pattern, you can do that. So I'm going to find the one where it's nighttime. That can be a little bit tricky. And that will probably be our next page. And then I'm going to show you how we put them all together. So, like I said, I can fold this one like this, and it will blend in with the sky. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to, let's see, how did I fold it first? Yeah. I'm going to fold it this way. It gets a little bit tricky, so you have to kind of practice with it. Then the opposite way. Make your 4 squares. I also have a book that is similar to this that I have done. This is from my Etsy shop. It's Winter Valley, and it's an 8x8 paper pad. I've done a similar book to this kind of fold, except it's more 3-dimensional. So I may also do a book like that here in this series as well, because that's one I've never done on camera. There's actually been several I've never done on camera. And then it will pop like that. So this one is going to be this way. And then when we connect it like this, we can actually connect it like that, so it kind of blends in. It won't blend in on this side, but that's okay. Blend in on like that, or we can do it to where it is, I think I like it like that, kind of with the moon. Oh, we can't do that side. Or you can do it, that doesn't look right. So we'll probably do it like this with the moon. And then we'll do this and connect them together. Very, very, very simple. I may do this one right here in the middle. So, let's see. I think I'll do it this way. And like I said, every other page is going to be the kind of opposite way because of how you have to interconnect them. And all the molds and stencils and ephemera and die cuts, those are all available, so that way you can decorate the inside as well. So I just like it. I'll have to find my little one that I did. It was a vintagey looking journal book that I did early last year, and I journaled in those pages, just like I did with the tea bag book. I call it the tea book because everybody has a dirty mind. So that was also another original design besides the Heart Accordion book. If you guys are new to joining me, I created the Heart Accordion book that has a similar folding technique when I was like 12 years old. And I know a lot of people do that now. And I still have the original. Okay, so this. And what we also want to do is we want to make sure that when you connect them together, our cover is going to go on here. So when you open the cover, you don't want it to open this way. We want it to open this way. So we will probably make this one. I don't know if I want to make it like that. Probably like this. Well, no, I don't want to do that either. No, that will be actually pretty good, I think. Maybe. I don't know. We'll figure it out afterwards. Let's see. Do this one this way. I'm just going to fold them, and we'll just see how they come out. Turn this around so I can actually see it. Thank you, thank you. Like I said, you don't have to make a book out of it. You can make a card, whichever you want. There we go. Alright, just a few more, and we'll be good to go. Let's see, pop it that way and that way. No, I'm gonna do this way. No, I do it this way. I'm the queen of indecision. And pop, there we go. Alright, now the fun part. I'm gonna intertwine these bad boys. At least attempt to. Let's see. There we go. You get this glue off of here. If you take like a X-Acto knife and go along the edge of the paper and get that off, or like one of these, like a paper distresser thing, you just go like this and it will get that glue right off of there, and it won't mess up the paper. Make that one there. And if you want to decorate these more, I suggest using like background papers, because background papers are a lot easier. They won't have anything on them, just like little designs and whatnot, and then you can do exactly what you want on there, not have to worry about it. See how I want to do these. I don't want to cover that up. Do it like this. Well, leave that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do this. You don't want to mess up the bottom. There we go. Cover that up. Echo. Play Dean Martin Station. So it will look like this into a perfect square. And I always like to tie a ribbon around it, which I'll put inside the cover, and that way you can keep it closed. And this is great too if you like those fat chunky journals, because that sucker can get this big and it will still be able to close. I gotta remember where I put this one. So yeah, make it nice. I think I may have had it that way. Let me check. Okay, so the easy way to adhere these together, what I recommend, you can use liquid glue. If you use liquid glue, you better that big time. You can also use, what I like to use is the permanent tape runners. They work fantastic, and I like them much better. Also, there's less, you know, scraping and stuff with the a bone folder or straight edge, whatever you want to use. So let me make sure that I got these all correct. I'm thinking that this one is mixed up, but all right. So what you're gonna do, I'm just gonna start with this one. Now, this is the part right here that's going on here. So you can do it down here or the underside of that, whichever. Are you out? Nope. Okay, good. And you only want to do this one little square. So use your lines to kind of help with that. And if you use one of these, make sure you have it lined up before you stick it. And basically it's going to be just like that. And then that's it. So, and it's good and it's stuck. So then you have this whole sheet right here where you can decorate stuff on. You can continue stuff on here. So don't worry about if stuff gets like covered up, use that as part of the book, which is what I like to do. So this will be the top part, and the next one's going to go here. And that's one reason why I really like the cards and ephemera, and even the rice paper you can use on here and just make your own little new backgrounds. I wish this one actually did have a background, because I probably would have used that for this. The only ones that have backgrounds this year for Christmas are Christmas Greetings and Sweet Winter. Oh, I need to mention also, I think the 10% off sale in my Etsy shop ends today. And it's 10% off $100 or more in the Etsy shop. And of course you get free shipping if it's not international. Just to let you guys know. I always forget to mention that kind of stuff. Okay, and then this one we're going to put right here, which is kind of nice. This always gets real fun when it gets real long. I think I did one of these one time that had like 20 pages. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to do that again. That was such a pain to try to sit there and keep straight and everything else. I always end up knocking all my stuff down too. I think I'm out. Am I out? No. Just stuck. Alright. There you go. And then after this, we are going to make the covers for them and put in the tie ribbon. And then my favorite part, decorate the covers, because it's the fun part. Make sure you're in there all the way. There we go. Okay. Alright, and then this one is going to go right there. Alright. And that is how they all stay together. Let me just check. Make sure we're all good here. Seem to be. And then when it opens, it'll be big, but everything will be just like this. I told you it's real hard to get it all up in here. And then you have both sides to decorate. And if we have time, I'll show you like an example of what we can actually do in it. I'm trying not to decorate these books in the inside because I think when they will probably be sold as a set. So yeah. Yes, they are. They're 8x8 papers. No cut. None of that. Okay, so this is where we use some lovely chipboard here. And I haven't made one this size, so it should be, yep, 4x4. So I want the cover to be just a little bit more. Probably about 4 1/8. Maybe 4, yeah, 4 1/8 probably would be good. So at least have a hangover of at least 1/8 of an inch on each side. So let me move this out of the way. That's what we're gonna do here. Here, let me do this in pen. So we got 4 1/8, and we're gonna do 4 1/8 and 4 1/8 square. So let me get this measured. Piggy is about to fall over here. We should be able to get 2 pieces out of here. Yes, I thought so. That's fine. Alright, I'm going to cut this little piece off first because it's a lot harder to actually cut it that small. You have the whole thing in your a little big piece to hang on to. No idea what that was. There we go. Put that right there. Alright. Now comes the fun part. I need to. Alright, so I have this sheet right here. Now this is part of the 12 by 12 pack. But we could do that. It may be a little bit too small. Let me find this other sheet here. We're going to use this one. That's like perfect size. Same as my book covers. I usually put an inch around the covers, and you know, fold it over, same as before. So I can actually probably eyeball this instead of using a trimmer. So just like that. And then the same as before, we'll have a liner in the inside too. I'm not sure which chipboard this is, and since my tape runner's not sticking to it, it's probably the 0.057 chipboard, which works great. Technically it's 55 point, but can't find it when it's listed like that. Oh, there. Alright, and this is going to fold over like this. Yeah. Well, my husband and I both do. I design my own stuff, and mostly for the stuff that I use constantly. Oh yeah, they're such a booger. You really have to have like a lot of technical ability to be able to figure them things out, and they require a lot of maintenance. You, my husband always says you have to be a geek to know how to use them. Alright, so this will be the cover to one of them. Now we're going to make a cover for the next part. The first one I made, I did a cork cover on the top and bottom, and there was different color paper in the middle, but it was light color and it looked like a s'more. Are you in the US? You need to send me a message on Etsy if you haven't received your order. That way I can, if it says it's been delivered, I can tell you what to do and stuff there, because I can't do anything right now because my phone's up there. So send me a message on Etsy and I'll see where it is or what happened. Alright, let me look for another sheet I can use for this other side. Let me go get another pad. I may use the same exact one on the back because it's easier. Alright. Gonna run downstairs real quick. I'm having my oldest daughter here run downstairs so she can go and get, whoa, hello. Go get another pad. And in the meantime, I'll start getting the other stuff out. I got these little filigree pieces that I may use on the cover. I don't know yet. But there we go. You know, this might look better with maybe, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I also have these molds that I made ahead of time. This is actually from the Magic Forest mold collection. This is just soft clay, Stamperia soft clay. And, do what? No, it's Winter Valley. It's blue and white. Did y'all hear that? She's up here yelling. And, I forget what I was saying now. I'm probably going to, I may use this right here to wrap it in since it is blue. I do like this satin chiffon ribbon because it doesn't fray. So it works really, really well. But these are from the Magic Forest. Oh, bless you. Oh, I see that. You went down and got you a bag of chips, too. Huh? Can you shut my door, please? Yeah. Alright. So, there we go. This is what I used right here, too, by the way, if you guys don't know. This is what's on the other side. Right there. Now, got all sorts of backgrounds here that I can use for the back, or I can use it for the front. This can be the back, We could do one for the front, or we could put something over it. That's actually really cute. And, let me see. Da, 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 da. Thank you guys for all the likes and saves. I could do something like this for the front. Just a wood front. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. But a lot of these right here, you can actually cut them out, put them on the front, whichever that you want. And actually, I bet you that's 4x4. That is exactly a 4x4 too. So that could go on there. Let me take this out. And then let me find one that's kind of a mix. I kind of like the blue. Let's see, what do we got here? I think I'll use the light blue because that's easier for stuff to go with. Oh, hello. Alright, and then, of course, I have the molds here. What I was saying was, this is Soft Clay by Stamperia. It's very, very light. And they're great because all you got to do is put the soft clay in, push it in the mold. I use a spatula to scrape across it to make it flat on the other side. And then you just pop them out and then let them dry. And they come out really, really good. I mean, it's very detailed. And there's also silicone molds. They come out even better. I didn't even know that was even possible for them to even come out any better, but they sure did. So I'm just going to leave, again, an inch on every side. All right, let's... Oh. Hum. Oh my goodness, sounds like a... something crazy going on outside. I don't know if y'all can hear that. I think it's doing maneuvers. Helicopter army doing maneuvers. Okay, so the inside liner is basically going to be those right there, just like that. So I usually put this on the bottom one. Let me see which one that is going to be. I guess it really doesn't matter. Like this, like the top. And this the bottom. Got a good mix of everything. Alright. Put some extra here on the fabric. Just have a little bit of an overhang from the cover. You just want to use like a bone fold or something to smooth this out. Okay. Be what the cover looks like. Excuse me. And then this one is just going to glue on the top. So when we tie it, it will tie like that. And make sure you don't glue the cover like I always forget to, because then it will maybe the outside. Like I said, this is a really easy way to make a very simple book that is no binding, really, no sew binding technique. It still can come out really, really nice. Like that. Just want to squish it in there. Alright, let me turn it over and make sure that we don't have any goobity glue. will trim these up so they're not too big. So we'll tie like this, and that is the basic book of how it goes. And like I said, with the extra ribbon, the book can get quite large and it won't hurt anything. So that is how that book is made. And then we're going to make some stuff for the inside, or the cover and the inside. I'm going to just even these up. There we go. Alright, so we'll make this one right here the cover. And of course we got to have the number 3 on it because this is our 3rd book. And we can do snowflakes. We can also put these little things on here. Do something like this. Let me check and see where those die cuts and all that are. Okay, let's see. I think I may put them in my box for the project stuff. Alright, we got Pink Christmas. Let's see. This is Christmas greetings. Trying to stick with the whole theme here of Winter Valley so we don't get any mixed in with that. Alright, let me get the other box. Yes. They're made out of the Stamperia Cosmos molds. Number mold. Actually, I have it right here. This is the mold. This is the mold that I use for these. There's number 3. And I used the soft Stamperia clay. Put it in there. Popped it out. And then I let it dry for about 24 hours. And then when they're all dry, I throw them all in a box because you could just toss them. Nothing happens to them. They don't chip or anything like that because it's so light. It's like an air dry clay. You don't have to bake it, and it works better than stuff I found here locally in our stores, and that's why I like to use that one the most. Alright, let me get the die cuts and the ephemera stuff for this collection. There we go. I also have some of this ribbon. I think I'm going to add on to it. Cam for the background. Yeah, I only use Stamperia products because I'm a distributor for them. So it's easier for me to get my hands on that stuff. But it's nice because the molds, you can, like I said, you can make them ahead of time for projects. And like me, I stick them here in this box. So anytime I want to use them, I have them all in here. Oh, here's another snowflake one. And everything. And then I just go through when I'm ready for my project and put them in here. So you have a bunch of number ones in here. And that's where I leave them. Makes it a lot easier. Okay, and I think this collection also has cards and all kinds of other goodies with it. Collectible books and stuff like that. So, here we go. Alright, hold on. So, let's see. Yes, it does have a cards collection to it, which is nice. And I believe there are wooden pieces somewhere. Let's see. No, I used this one last time. Here are, that's the holiday one. I gotta figure out what I did with all the die cuts in the memory pack. Oh, I know. Since I used them before, I had to throw them all in a box. Trying to keep up with them. Alexa, or Echo, play Italian playlist. What are you doing there? Oh, my husband just ran out of here. I was like, what the heck is he doing? Alright, here we go. I have so many projects going on, so it's hard for me to... I have like tons of boxes of different stuff. And if I don't put it in boxes, I'm scared I'm going to lose it, but then I lose boxes. Anybody else ever do that? Because I do that all the time. But I know that I have that box right here because I just used it. I just got it out. And also, I will be, I think next week, I'm going to be doing a smaller version of the gingerbread house book that I did last year, but it's going to be a little bit different. So, might want to stick around for that because that'll be it's actually a book I haven't done before. Not in that size anyway. Which is nice. Alright. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, no, I don't leave them white. That wouldn't be pretty. I like color in my life. And I have to have color. What the heck are you, oh. What are you playing? Alexa. Echo. Play Dean Martin playlist. Rediscover. What the heck is Rediscover Dean Martin? Okay, that sounds great. I don't have my hearing aids in. Yeah, so what I do is if I have to use something out of here, I put them all in a box. So this is the little Christmas box I had used before. But when I did the winter or the first little journal spread, I used a variety of stuff. And here they are. So we have Winter Valley, little ephemera cut, stuff like that. Let me get these papers out of the way so I can see what's in here. Rice paper right here. It's always great. So these are all mixed in, but I could tell, me personally, I could tell which one's which. Like these are the Winter Valley one. Little fox. And then we have the die cuts here, which are the thicker ones that do not have adhesive on the other side. The ones that are thin, like this, that's a sticker. Those are actually really nice because then you don't have to do nothing. So we have some little deers, bunnies, more foxes. They're all about the foxes. We have these. It comes with a variety of stuff. Aww. Lots of little bunnies. We also have the little mailbox that we can actually put on there. Have the stumps. Lots of woodland creatures. Oh, here's we got the little town that we can actually put on there. Lots and lots of varieties. Owls, if you guys like owls, there's lots of owls in this collection also. So yeah, I have everything all mixed up in here. But if you can't tell like which collection goes with which, I highly recommend putting them in bags, separate bags, and then throw them in a box. We have our little park bench. That actually would fit on there pretty good. Part of a bag. And we have trees, but I don't think this one's big enough unless we cut it down. So I'm just going to get out a bunch of stuff and then just kind of work around with it and see what works. Pine cones. We need pine cones. There's a bunch of pine cones in here too. That's not a pine cone, it's more like a flower. Oh, where did the... And cats. Be a stray cat outside or something. Some more best wishes stuff. Cute little birdies. Alright. So I think that is a good start. Here's pine cones. Flowers. Hello, Sarah. And I also have the paint that I'm going to use. I had the box down here the whole time because I got it out ahead of time. I have these different paints here. I just picked what I thought would match. Sorry, I'm shaking them up. What I thought would match this collection. This probably Oriental Blue. This is Parisian blue, titanium white, and then we got lighters like light blue, blue aviation, and then powder blue. These two I don't think really go at all. This one would match the ribbon. This one, not bad. But I think it's going to be out of these, and that's what we'll paint all the goodie stuff with. And we'll probably paint that first so it has time to dry, so I don't have to blast it with the heat gun to get them dried. Just let me move all this stuff out of the way. And then we could also take some of our ribbon and we can go across here or make some kind of viney thing on the side, like, or just a little bit like in the corners or something like that, just to give it a little bit of a more earthy thing. So, and then see, you can do all kinds of stuff with it. You can actually do something like this, the tree in the background, or you can do the little town up there, have some little woodland creatures. I like the bench though. Or we can do like something like that. I'm just brainstorming here. We could actually put the, where is it? Number 3 here in the middle. Could do snowflakes here and like here when they're painted, or this snowflake like that. Put something like this here, or put like little deer, that, or like little birdies sitting over to the side. So there's a lot of things that you can do for here. Hey, I'm hanging in there. I got a bit of a headache today. I can't get rid of it. I've already taken stuff for it earlier and it's not going away. So let's paint. I'm going to tie this up and I'm going to paint the stuff first. And let me make sure I have some of that glossy. Oh, I put it up there. Okay, so I'm going to set that right there. And let me get a thing and we'll look at these colors and see which one goes best. One of my daughters stole my paint palette thing, so I have to use these little cheap ones from Dollar Tree, which is okay. Alright, let me get my handy dandy little holder here. Okay. I'm going to go in just a little bit. Ooh, that sounds like a migraine. Is that the snowflake you used on your little tree box? Tree box. What tree box are you talking? Wait a minute. I don't know what tree box you're talking about. Tree box, tree box, tree box, tree box. I have no idea. Let me get, there it is. Okay, let me look at the darks. Oh, the little red, oh, wait a minute, hold on. The snowflake that I used on it, let me look. Hang on. I used an ornament right here. This is how the Christmas greetings collection. Also, these paints, there's paint set that goes with the Christmas collection. It's got all those lovely colors, you know. I don't see any. No, I don't have any snowflakes on there. This tree thing I made in one of these. And this is one of those Tim Holtz dome thingies. And that green tree in there is a fake tree that I got from Dollar Tree. And the little candies and the balls and stuff on it are all Tim Holtz from last year. And then the white stuff here is cream paste. Right here, this. And I put it all in there. You just let it dry. And it's probably hard to see on camera, but there's gold wax on it and stuff. And I put some on the tree, the cream paste. It's not the gold stuff. And then back there, that is actually a tree branch charm with the cream paste for snow on it, if that makes sense. Oh, okay, good. It just fit perfectly in there, and I was like, oh, you're going in there, in the box. I think this is a Tim Holtz thing, too. It doesn't go all the way through. It's flat. So, I'm trying to, yeah. So, that's how, yeah, no snowflakes on that one. Only the Christmas greetings. See, I try to, I do these projects for Stamperia, and I submit them to them, and photos and videos, and I have to submit a materials list to them also. And so I try to keep it, one, for my own sanity, so I don't have to remember all the products that I use, and don't try to mix them all together. And since they have several different collections, I'm trying to theme them with their appropriate collection. So this was made with Christmas greetings, embellishments and stuff like that. And so this one is, I'm trying to do the same thing and do it with Winter Valley. Because if I don't, I won't remember everything, you know. Oh, yeah, that's an ornament. And I have, if I showed you guys the box of molds that I have, you guys would die. Because I collect some when I don't have a certain mold from Stamperia. I take one out of my orders. Because I don't like to be somebody who sells stuff and doesn't use it, because I do. So I'm a dealer. That's my cut. But Stamperia sends me boxes of stuff, and they're like, here, create projects out of it. And sometimes the molds will be in there. So I end up getting a lot of stuff from them, and I'm like, oh gosh, I gotta find somewhere to put this. Okay, so I'm thinking this lighter one would probably be better. Just because we already have the dark ribbon, we may do a little hint of the black, you know, just kind of embellish it. Now, I can also paint this leaf, and I can paint it the green color, because that's a great thing about Stamperia too, is their paints coordinate with these paper collections. And I'm all about that. That makes me super duper happy, because then you don't have to try to match it up, you know. So I have a ton of Christmas stuff from last year from Tim Holtz. I have a whole box still. It's kind of crazy. I probably use the wax to do the three. I think I'm going to use silver. So let me try. I'm going to try just the, I think this will work because it does lighten up quite a bit. Let me see. And also do a combination here of these. But yeah, they're really easy to paint. I also have to show you guys something that I found on accident on Amazon, and I cannot wait to use it. I don't have a need for it at the moment because everything I work with is thick like this, but it's a holder for stuff when you're painting it, like if you're painting like cards and stuff like that. It will sit there and it's got these little clips on it and you can bend it around, and I'm like, this is amazing. I don't have to get junk all over my fingers. It's like if you're painting popsicle sticks or something. But these are nice because they also, you can use the decorative wood chips by Stamperia. They're super thin, but they're wood and they absorb paint like nobody's business. So they dry really, really quick. And I'm just using a cat tongue brush. Kind of works a little bit better with all the crevices. Do the snowflakes like a light blue maybe. I also have like an off white color. Here, let me blast this real quick with the heat gun so it will dry, not get everywhere. Alright, it's gonna be loud. Hang on, Marion, and I'll tell you. This one is, I believe I still have some of these in my Etsy shop. If you go to paint and paint tools, it's number 8 KR 115/S, and it's a cat, I believe it says cat tongue brush on there. It's a very popular brush. I like it because I really like these brushes because the hairs don't come out. That drives me crazy. And if I try to buy paintbrushes here, oh gosh, they're expensive. Some of them were like $5, $8 a brush, and I'm like, no, 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 no. So when I got like a pack from Walmart, and that's what I use like for my rice paper glue or something like that. Brushes that I don't care too much about. You always have to look at these things too if they have a lot of like little nooks and crannies. You got to look at them from different angles, because if you look at them one way, you'll see white on no white, and then you look at it another way, you'll see some white still, which is not that noticeable once you get all the other stuff on it. And I only use Stamperia soft clay. It's the kind that works the best with these molds, dries the quickest. I do not leave the mold either out of the, hang on a second, I gotta shut this off. I don't leave the mold or leave the clay in the mold either. I make sure that I pop them out right afterwards, you know, just to make sure that they will dry. Because if you don't, it takes longer for them to dry in there. Just to let you guys know. And everything. Okay. Alright. Sorry, guys. I was trying to turn off these notifications. Alright. So, now what I'm going to do is, let me grab the Tyrannico wax, which I do not have this wax in my Etsy shop because we can't get it shipped here to the U.S. because of freight regulations. So, it is not available here. I ended up getting this before those regulations. But, what you can use instead is some, let me see. It's a really weird equivalent, but you can use the Stardust pigment. The Stardust pigment here. This one's Silver Moon, because I'm going to use silver. It's a loose powder. If you use it with the beeswax, it's the same as this wax. That's it. Why we can't get it, I have no idea. This is just it mixed with the beeswax already. So that is the only difference. And the beeswax looks like this. Hang on, I got it right here. And it smells like citrus. So basically it's silver mixed in this. And that's it. So you can take some of the beeswax, the Stardust pigment, mix it in a little tiny bowl or something. Not the whole thing. But the that, and you'll get the same as this. This is just easier though. So you don't have to mix it. We're just going to use the, and you can use your finger. See, it's very, very Tin Man like. So, and you just want to take it, and it's okay for your skin, so don't freak out or anything like that. Be possible, would it, yeah. Hang on, let me get this off my finger first. You just do this. And it goes on there really easy. Yeah, I'll show you the soft clay here in just a second. I got my baby wipes today. Get all this gunk off. And that's how you do it. And then I'm gonna put a gloss over it just to seal it. This is what hey, can you do me a favor? Can you go in Kaylin's room and get one of the large and small soft clay packs? They're in her closet, first box down there. One large and one small. I'm making my husband be the gopher. Oh, hey, Nikki. And I can also do the same thing with the snowflakes too. And I may paint that just for the heck of it. I don't know. Yeah, my husband's going to get the soft clay. And so you can see the different sizes. One, I swear, they look like cream cheese. And it feels just like cream cheese. I don't know why I know that. But that's what the consistency of them. this. Watch, he'll come back like 15 minutes later. I can't find him. That's how it always goes. I hear him in there. I don't know if you guys can hear him. I can hear him in there asking my daughter where they are.
The big one wasn't in there, only this little one.
Oh, it's in the big box in the schoolroom. This one's the little one right here. This one is 80 grams. Sorry, I don't do metric sizes. Okay, they're in bulk, Hungary. So this one is the smaller one right here. And then the bigger one, and they also have, what is it? There's a storage case that I have also that I put, oh, here it is. That I actually put the clay in that's airtight. It has charms in it right now. But this is the storage case that you can keep these in if you don't use it all. And it's super heavy duty airtight. But there's all my charms in it right now. So, and they fit exactly in there. The larger one, I think my husband is going to get. I told him where it was. So, that's the smaller one. We'll get these all painted, and then we'll decorate the cover and make it look all fancy. I like these two because they're thin, and so they don't take up a lot of room on the cover, thickness-wise. Plus, I always bang around stuff, so it won't get caught on anything. Thank you. You're a fuzzy peach. This one's the big one. So, small one. This one is double. It's just double the size. 80 grams, 160 grams. Block of cream cheese. And it's real soft. So, just glue. I use Crafter's Pick Ultimate for attaching stuff because it attaches everything. Yeah, attaches metals, plastics, glass, dries clear. So I use this. It attaches on there. Now, if I have like a metal piece, like on the book I did last night, I had a metal stag on the front and needed to attach it to a like a ceramic frame. I used resin, UV resin, as a glue to adhere it, and it stuck. So that's what I usually use. I'm just going to leave that right there. I have the dryer hanging off of my arm. I just hope I don't forget about it because it's going to go flying. And I do recommend that you seal these in. If you don't, they may chip, rub up against something, you never know. It's just better safe than sorry. I use a sealing gloss. You can use like a matte or a glossy seal for them. Alright, I might use, I think I'm going to use silver on this one also, just because it kind of matches. I've tried using this with a brush, and it never works. I also love this stuff because if you use stencils, like if you do journaling and stuff, I love using stencils and the cream paste to stencil in like an embossed look to one of the stencils. And it's like it will be all white on the page, and then it's like once you put the paste or wax over it, it just like reveal. I think that looks pretty good. I usually favor gold when it comes to this stuff because, I don't know, it just goes with everything. Get it right. So, there we go. Real quick and easy to use, too. There's mine. Blah. We also got this new product in it, and I'm really excited. I can't wait to use it. These embossing pens, a black one and a clear one, and they go with the embossing powder that is brand new by them. You can also use an embossing pad for like cling stamps, but I like the pens because you can like write something, put the embossing powder over it, hit it with the heat gun, and there you go. Or fill in something with it in little spots, so it doesn't have to be just a stamp. Makes it a little bit nice. Now, when we seal these in, I'll show you what, I think I'm going to use the glossy one, which is this. This one is the gloss, and I used that on this. That's why it's all shiny looking and everything. And it just helps seal it, so if it gets knocked around or anything like that, it ain't gonna chip or break or whatever, you know, the paint part or anything like that. Because this is really, it's light, very light. So it gives it that nice little shiny gloss, and or you can use a matte gloss, whichever you prefer. And I'll show you how. Let me move all this yucky out of here. Let me find my brush for that. And it looks white, but it comes out kind of bluish purple. I don't know why. So, I pick too stiff of a brush. Yeah, there's one. Let me have that. And don't worry about the bubbles. They go away once you hit it with a heat gun too. It's kind of like the equivalent of Mod Podge, except it's not tacky. That's the one problem I've always had with Mod Podge is I love using it for decoupage and mixed media stuff, you know, like to make stuff three-dimensional, like paper three-dimensional or stiff or anything like that. But it's super, super sticky. Alright. Let me put the lid on this because I'm paranoid I'm going to spill it again. What container are you wanting? Okay, and see, it gives it kind of a little glossy shine to it. See, it's all pretty now. It's all shiny. Whoop, and then I dropped it. There we go. And then I'll put some more on that. Here, let me paint this other one. Alright. Should we do one in the darker blue and then the silver? That might look okay. Let's see. Try that. Probably looks a little bit black on there, but it's not. But yeah, I like using these molds. You can also put them on greeting cards. You can put them on journal inserts. I put them on tags. I mean, I put them on tons of stuff. I've actually had a big one that I used my crocodile for and poked a hole in it, and you can hang them from that too. Pretty good. Hey, Jeremy, can you check the grocery thing?
That's what I'm doing right now.
Oh, okay, good. I just saw that it said it.
So you can see what the unavailable items were.
Yeah, in case we gotta stop and get the stuff for Monday. It's freakishly quiet here.
Yes, it is.
I'm okay with that. It doesn't, it's not too bad. I always forget that Kaylin's here when she is here because she doesn't really make any noise.
I'm gonna go ahead and go.
It's between, I thought it was 3 and 4.
It is, but I have some other shots to do.
Oh, okay.
I was gonna go ahead and go get the truck and that stuff.
Alright. Be careful. Sorry guys, I'm not looking at the comments. Oh good, Dawn, you're on. Thank goodness. Yeah, just ask Dawn. She'll direct you in the ways that you will go, or you should go. All right, let me. I actually really enjoy doing stuff like this, I think, the best, because it's just, I don't know, it's just, sky's the limit, I guess. I get kind of bored easy with stuff, so I like doing different stuff. So next Saturday, I'm just reminding you guys, next Saturday, I'll be on live. I think I'm going to do a new version of the gingerbread book that I did last year. And it's going to be kind of like the Welcome Home book I'm working on now, but not quite as chunky monkey. So that will be that. And I may work on another book during the week, because I don't have enough weekends to get all 25 books done. This is book number 3. So it will maybe book number 4 or 5. I don't know. Just have to see. And I had some people asking me about the books for sale. They won't be for sale until maybe sometime in December, and they may be sold as a whole set. It's an Advent book thing I'm doing. I wanted to do this last year, and I just didn't have time. I was bummed. Alright, let's see how this one's gonna look. I've got to get this Welcome Home book. I have 3 more rooms to do. And then that's not even including all the little extra inserts that I'm doing with all those. But as soon as I get that done, I'm going to be starting going dark. And one of the things I have that I'm going to do is I can't even believe I'm going to attempt this book design. I have a design for the most difficult book, movable book, I think I've ever tried to do. And hopefully I'll be able to get it, because if I can, oh my gosh, I can't wait to see it. And it's going to have lights. Pop up the gloss again. Are you talking about this? Yeah, I'm going to be using it again. I'll use it here in just a second. I just wanted to paint the rest of these, just so I can have them ready to go. I don't know if I'm going to paint that one. Sorry, guys. I have a bit of a cold. Yeah, I might paint this one. This one's going to be a little bit multicolor blue. Not really a snowflake, but I guess it will do. I also have a, I have a bunch of digitals, like, not posted to Etsy yet, because I have to make videos for them. And I'm slowly but surely doing that. You know, so people know how to put them together. But I've been writing the directions. I've been going back and writing the directions on them. So I may just go ahead and post them ahead of time. But I have one digital that has been weighing on me, and it is for a continuous rotation pop-up. It is one of the most difficult pop-ups I have ever done in my life. And every time I do it, I have to do it at least a couple times to get it right. So I'm trying to kind of revamp it so it's easier to do. And hopefully I'll have that done maybe next week. Because I kind of did a test run and it worked. And I only had to do it once. So I'm happy about that. Yeah, I'll use it again here in a second. Hello, hello, hello. And my husband reminded me, I think today is the last day for 10% off your Etsy order in my store. I don't know if I'm going to have a Labor Day sale. If I do, just check my shop on Labor Day. And you'll be surprised or something like that. I don't know. Usually it depends on if I can remember to put something in there. But I probably will. I do coupons and stuff once in a while. But I had so many people taking advantage of them. They were only supposed to be like one-time use coupons, and people were taking like advantage of them. And I'm like, really? And I had to stop using them until they fixed the bug or something with it. And I think the first of the tree stumps that I have will be posted in Etsy. The pumpkins are posted. If there's any left. I think I only posted 5 last night. And the cat ottomans. That was the other one. I know I had a lot of people asking me for black. We don't have black at the moment. I know my husband ordered some, and I'm not sure when it's supposed to be here. Maybe today or tomorrow. And the new cat handles will hopefully be posted like next week. Gotta have a Halloween cat. And I have several other handles for the fall and Halloween that we have prototypes already done for them, and they came out good, so we'll start adding those. But we're only we limit it very, very much to like only like groups of 5. So only because we run out of room here in our house. Our children start getting mad. Okay, so now the let me rinse this out. Okay, so we got all the moldies, I think, done. Watch, I'll end up making some more. Let me get a different brush here. Oh, this one will work. I like to use the cheap brushes. This is the gloss. There's a matte gloss, and this is brilliant gloss. And like I said, it looks white, but it's not. It's like a blue. Looks white in the bottle. And you just take it, get a little bit more, brush it all over it. And it just helps seal it in and look pretty. And there's a comparison of what it looked like. You can tell one's more matted and one's kind of shiny. That's why. Like I said, if you like the matted look, you can always use the matted gloss. But at least it's protected. And that's kind of like what you want. Make sure you get in all those little nooks and crannies. That's why I go over it several times with a brush to make sure it's not gooped up anywhere. Too bad. Put that here. One more. Thanks for hanging with me, guys. Not much. I have no kids this weekend, except for my oldest, but she doesn't really count. She's almost an adult. She's actually home from work until the 13th because she has to work on school stuff for college, so she's very busy. So it's like she's not even here. But the rest of my 3 booger faces are gone until Monday. And my husband thinks that we're just gonna, you know, sit around and mope and, you know, watch movies and all that stuff. Actually, after he gets back and after I'm off live, we're going out gallivanting or something. Me the whole time thinking about, oh my God, I gotta do this. Oh my God, I gotta do that. I'm hoping my headache eases off here. It feels like it sort of is. You know what it probably is? I probably need sugar. Yeah, I know. He thinks he's going to get lucky. And he may. Who knows? I think all he wants is to go to Olive Garden and go eat. I love Olive Garden. I don't care how much my Italian families hate it. They despise Olive Garden, and I love it. Absolutely love it. I do have a Hobby Lobby gift card I've been needing to use, so who knows? That would be my idea of a perfect date. Let's go to the craft store. He likes craft store too. I am, because Stamperia is harassing me for, well, they sent me a huge box of Christmas products and they're like, make projects, send us stuff. So I said, all right, in the meantime, I'll work on Stamperia stuff. Yes, I'm very abusive towards my stuff. You guys see my cutting mat here is all mangled up. I don't care. It looked pretty before. So it's an Advent 25 books of Christmas that I'm doing. And this is book number 3. So here, let me back this up a little bit and see what's going on. Hang on, this is still kind of wet. And I'm doing 25 different books for Christmas. and I will probably sell them all as a set. So yeah, I know I'm not ready either. I don't like skipping over Halloween. I love spooky season. So yeah. But that's why they send me all the goods, is they're like, here, make something. You know. Alright, now I gotta think of how I want to do this. I got all these little goody goodies here. I know it's very ambitious. I kind of am too. I usually despise the cold weather because I don't do well in cold. But I'm kind of like, you know, I don't like pumpkin spice latte or anything like that. That's one thing from Starbucks I don't like or can stand. My daughters like it, but it actually makes me kind of sick. I had one by accident one time, and I just don't like it. But I like all the other stuff. Like their pumpkin muffins. Oh my gosh, that's my weakness. I like pumpkin. I just don't like it in a drink form. I don't know about anybody else, but that's how I am. Alrighty. So, let's see what we got here. We got some birdies. Alright, so I may stick them like this. I think I'm going to put the number 3 here in the middle, because it's number 3 book. I think I got the playlist saved too on my profile, so you can see all the other books and stuff. I don't know, I may do it like, like this. I have a weird thing about corners. It has to be left top and bottom right when I'm doing something. I don't know if it's just a compulsive thing or what, but I don't know. Then I may put this one kind of like on top, like this, just to kind of break it up so it's not so close. Something like that. I don't know. Sorry, I don't mean to put cough in. Ever since I went to the dentist and Dr. McHunkus stuff, who put my filling back in, he's a hunky. Look, I don't know what is with these doctors these days. Looking all buff and stuff, and like they shouldn't be doctors, but that's what my dentist looks like. And I think I caught something from him, with him sticking his hands in my mouth. That's what I think. I call him Dr. McStud Muffin. He thinks it's funny. Oh, thank you. You too. Alright, so let's see. Oh, I got some more little pine cones or something here. I might stick them under there. I don't want to stick too many. Oh, I like the little bird. I think I like the little birdies on here the best. Oh gosh. I did something similar when Ruby was born, because I've had 4 C-sections, and so I had a scheduled C-section, and the guy who comes in, it's similar. If you've never had a C-section, you get a spinal put in your back that numbs you basically from like your chest down, and that's the person who does it, is the anesthesiologist, and then they monitor you the whole time. And he came in and he did mine, and I was like, oh my gosh, you know, I just wanted to sit there and say, just don't worry about that guy out in the hallway, you know, my husband. you know, and everything, because he was hot stuff. And then I felt bad because I was having an allergic reaction and I could feel like hives building up on my neck, and I didn't want to tell him because I didn't want to ruin his day. And I was like, I think I'm having an allergic reaction to something. And he was like, oh my gosh, you are. And then he started talking all calm and stuff. And I was like, I'm fine. Just give me some Benadryl, you know? And it freaked him out. So I don't know if I think he was like a resident, and he almost had to go call his attending because they were going to have to put me under if it didn't improve. And because I'm allergic to everything, just everything. So yeah, but it was fun scaring him, you know. Ooh, you know what I just thought about? One thing I could do. I wonder if that will fit. Let me do something like, no, that's too much. Could also make it to where it's more like, ooh, wait a minute. Hold on, I'm going to be messing with this here for a few minutes. Just so I can, whoops, throw these birds around, apparently. Do that. And then I can kind of shove and tuck stuff under there. But yeah, all these doctors these days, it's like, where have you guys been? All the doctors used to be just total geeks and stuff, and now they're not. I don't understand. I don't get it. What's happening? And then I tell my husband, how come you didn't go into the doctor field? He's like, because I can't stand that stuff. Alright. Just gonna stick this here in the middle and get the scoopy. Saturday the 16th, I will not be on live because that's Rubik's birthday. She's gonna be 3. Little squirt. Me and her share birthday months. My due date was September 22nd, which is my birthday. But because I had a C-section, I had to have her early. I know. And then they have like scrubs tailored to like their body. Like they're all tight and stuff. And I'm like, you can't be walking around here like that. It is. It's very unfair. I don't like it. Not right. Not right at all. I'm going to make this one kind of off a little bit. So yeah, I call him Dr. McStud Muffin. It's even worse too if I've had medication like the, what's it, the laughing gas stuff. Yeah, it's even worse. I get very chatty. Very, very chatty. Oh, let me probably put this little dude up here. Alright, is that looking okay? I just got a bunch of stuff here I took out of the box. Now, I could put, like, the tree or something, like, in the middle and put it, let me try that. Alright, let me see. I'm getting so mad at people who post in their Hobby Lobby stuff. Ooh, that makes me mad. Our Hobby Lobby sucks. I think because ours is in a ritzy neighborhood, they never, ever, ever have anything on clearance. And it really makes me mad. Or is that too much? I could put it off to the side like this. And then that way it's more like that. Hurry back, hurry back. I'm the queen of gaudy, so if it looks like it too much. And put him on his butt. Without trade, that's what I'm thinking. I'll use that for a different one. I just thought of something. I have, oh, where'd those go? Where'd they go? Oh. I could put some of these in the opposite corners, and that might help kind of break it up a little bit. Yeah, our Hobby Lobby, every time I go, they never have anything on sale. Like, they have stuff on clearance, but it's always like furniture and stuff. You know? And what the heck was that? I also have these filigree pieces. I'm just going to put a few of them out. I may actually put one behind the 3. I got... No, that's too big. I'll put one like this. Oh, that doesn't look bad. Oh my gosh, does it actually fit in there? Yay! I think it's supposed to go square, though. I don't know if it's exactly... No. Oh, it is this way. I hate it when you put something in there and it's not exactly, like, square on each side. Alright. It's kind of off a little bit, but I have... These pieces are really weird in here. Like, I still haven't figured out what this is. I don't really understand it. And it's heavy. I think it may be a branch. But I would probably just take some cutters and cut that off. I don't know. I found them at a thrift store in a bag. And I think the person who donated them don't know what they are either. Oh, that's kind of not bad. And it looks like a peacock. Oh, I have another one too. I know, right? It does. Or, let's see. It does kind of. Actually, you know what? They have holes here, and I think that you can connect them like that. I think. You know, you put like the thing. I mean, they kind of fit on top. What is that? I thought it was crabs at first, and it's not. I need to find a smaller little piece here. Maybe able to put this. Yeah, I know. They, I don't know. Like when you go to the thrift store, kind of. They were kind of all thrown in a bag, so you never know what you're going to get, kind of thing. Like, this looks like the top of a corset or something. I know, aren't they? They're neat. Oh, wait a minute. Here we go. Okay, so this looks more like tree branches. Now that kind of would be cool to go like maybe across here, but these are really pretty. I don't really use filigree pieces that much. Well, I like the bronze ones. I have a whole treasure. Well, Ruby thinks it's her treasure chest of filigree pieces. Her treasure. And I said, no, that's not your treasure. That's my art stuff. I feel like more in here. But like a... something like that. I feel like I am forgetting something. Like, I did have something else planned, but I can't remember what it was now. I always try to get this stuff out ahead of time. Oh, look, here's some leaves. Kind of... So what about the filigree branch? That's kind of interesting. Kind of like that. Because it's all kind of woodsy and stuff, so I think it mean I could actually put the bird up in it too. Alright. What about that? This over it when it's glued. Alright. How is that? I have no idea what this even is. It looks like a necklace. I also have this ribbon I forgot to put on, but I don't know if it even needs it. Alright. Now this, I may actually use some of the resin too. Here, somebody was asking me. This would look good too. Put that on there. Look at it, make sure it's straight. That is kind of cool looking. It's got a bunch of little hooks on it, so you wanted to, see, I think that would be too much. Or I just do this like I had it in the corner. Kind of like that. Hello, hello, hello. Decisions. See, I almost think it looks better now without the little snowflakes on it. I don't know. I do one maybe like that. It's so weird how they just kind of swoop on in there. I know, I kind of like it without the snowflakes too. Just like with the number 3 in the middle. I think I'm gonna do it without them. What do you think? Like that? Just like that. Can y'all see it? Like, I have a different view looking on my tablet. It looks very grainy. Okay, so what I can do is I'm gonna grab some of this resin thing, with the flowers or without. I think they look good with it. This gives a little something oomph, you know. All right, let me get. I have this out because I was using it last night and it got resin everywhere. Yeah, let me wipe this off. This is just some UV resin, and what I'm going to do is I don't like using that Eve 6000, whatever it is, because it's messy. So, I'm going to take this off. They're very bendy too. Okay, this is the resin that I use. It's a UV resin. Now, let me put something down. Yeah, let me use top of this. I use top of this box right here. Here we go. Alright, let me... Alright, I'm just going to stick a little bit of the resin on here and I'll lift it up so that way, when in doubt, use resin for your glue. Okay, alright, I gotta shut. Hang on, it's gonna get dark. I'm just gonna zap it for a couple minutes. This helps the resin harden and do its stuff, you know. I kind of do the same thing with my nails. Alright, and we're stuck. We're good. Stuck on there. Stuck on you. Alright, so there's number 1. Let me do this next one. Now again, this is just, I use resin for a lot of stuff that it's probably not for, but epoxy resin, my husband taught me, is a lot like glue, and just people make it more fancy these days. And so he gave me the idea. I use it for glue stuff a lot, especially when I don't want to wait, you know. And this is just a light my husband got me because we have these glow in the dark candles and they only work with UV lights, which is awesome. It looks pretty, but it's probably already set. Yep. But oh, I have one. I have one. Like this right here. You can see it. You see all the green in it? Those little specks right there. That's what makes it like glow. Not exactly dark in here, but you can see it. Starts to glow a little bit here. Hang on. See if I can get it to do it. It works better in a pitch black room. See? Below. So, sometimes, also, when I'm over here working at night and I shut my light off, I have a lot of glow in the dark stuff over here. And it starts glowing, and I'm like, what is happening? So, there you go. And I just have a little bottle of this because I use it once in a while. Good stuff to have on hand. Okay. So, these are stuck on here now. I think it looks good like this, so I think I'm going to leave it like this. And then you can just use like this. I just use regular glue on here. It takes a little bit more time to dry than like resin, but let me pick this up. There we go. I got this from Joann's, I think. It's nice. They come in the black bottle, so they're not exposed to any UVs and stuff like that. Like I said, it's just like my gel nail polish. I use this Beetles on my nails. It's called Beetles. And all of the bottles are in black bottles for that reason. Fits perfectly, like right there. I may do also, after this is dry, I'll take some of that silver and I'll go around the edge of there. Make it pop just a little bit. Alright, gotta let that dry. It's gonna take just a couple minutes. Yeah, resin is some crazy stuff. I like it though. It's not good when you get it on your fingers though and you UV that stuff. But yeah. Well, you guys got to see the snowflakes anyway. I can actually use them on a future book. I'll throw them back in my box. Along with all these. Alright, I think that's looking pretty good. Still a little bit wet. Maybe. Uh-oh. Hang on, I got a piece of this filigree stuff stuck. There we go. Let me find that little doodad thing. A little. Oh, there it is. It'll look like the Tin Man by the time it's all done. Alright. Whoop, whoop, whoop. My finger's stuck. Don't want to turn it over quite yet. I almost always forget to put my little logo thing on the back. I'll start getting that stuff out. A little silver pizzazz. I'm so impatient. I can't. I have to do the rest of it. Just trying to hold all that stuff in place so I don't knock it off by accident. There we go. Actually, it looks pretty good. Alright. Let me get all the stuff out for the back thingy. Ugh, my silver hand. Alright, got a silver one. Alright, I think that's flat. Okay, I got my inks over here and my little embosser doodad. Alright, let me go grab that. Probably it's probably gonna be like stormy skies or faded jeans, or even the maybe the dark one. I don't know. Sort of. It's an ancient wax. You can use it on multiple things, not just embossing. I'm gonna just use, I use the darker one. That one may work. Yeah, also I might be able to put some of that silver on there too. Nope, you can't find this anywhere in the United States. We can't get it in anymore. Of freight regulations. There's an alternative that you can do is you can buy the Stardust pigment that I have and the beeswax, and you can mix a little bit of that together and it does the same thing. It's just, for some reason they won't, if it's mixed already together, they won't let you import it anymore. Unfortunately, I like that stuff too. There's a lot of the patinas and stuff that come in a jar like that, and I love them. And I can't get them. And I want them. I hate it when I can't get something shipped here. You're still a little... Now that one's not wiggly, but this one is. I wonder why. I think you'll be fine. Alright. I think I'll think of something after, like, later on that I'm like, oh, I should have done that. Oh, I should have done that. But it is what it is. Alright. I think it is done. Alright. Let's see how we did. Let me get all this stuff out of the way. Put this over here with that. I got some red ribbon scrap still here. So this will be book number 3 right here. It's actually laying a lot better than I thought it would. And voila. You can turn them around any way you want to. And as you can see, this is the silver right here. It's not ripped or anything like that. That's where I put the silver on the edges, which I can do that here in the inside too. Hang on, I gotta lift it up from a different angle here. So it stretches out, and even if you add stuff into it, you have a big old ribbon closure to close everything. And oh yeah, I love pop-ups and stuff like that. And then you just back into a nice little book. And my other book is not as big as this one, but it's a 3x3, and I think it's about like that fat now. So you can actually fill these up really good, both front and back. I have to find my square one. I don't know what I do with it. So yeah. And you can also take and trim these corner pieces. You can make them rounded. You could do like a decorative corner on here, which I can do that. You keep it pointed. I'm not quite a fan of the pointed, but I don't know where all my corner things are right now. So that is the Winter Valley Accordion book, book number 3 out of 25 books for Christmas. I can actually, give me a second and I'll find it. I have it somewhere, and hold on. Oh, wait a minute. I have so many books around here that I have them in multiple boxes, so I bet I can get it. Oh, wait a minute. I got a couple here. But I have a feeling when I rearrange my room, I'll put it somewhere. But yeah, I can find it. Thinking it's right here. Now, here is this one. This is the one that everybody always wants to see. This one I had in a frame and I had to take it out. This is the one that's pinned on my profile that everybody always is saying stuff about on there. This one does that. That one I have pinned on my profile. I had this in a shadow box and I took it out for something. A reference or something like that. I don't remember what now. And, oh, my books. But yeah, I have multiple bins of books that I've done and worked on. And some of them I keep, mostly so I can refer back to them if I didn't write down how I did it. And that really helps, actually. But I know that sucker's around here somewhere. But yeah, the tiny one, I do have videos of that on I'll have to, what I'll do is I'll post them up in journal spreads, because in my journal spread playlist, because that's what I did in there, is mostly journal spreads. I have done so many insanely crazy stuff. I have one here that I just found from Halloween last year. So yeah, I do a lot of different ones. I'll have to find what I did with that. I'm thinking it is... Oh gosh, I don't know. But yeah, I do have the... It may be in a box up here up on the shelf. You're welcome. And everything, so... But yeah, I have lots of different books everywhere. I have... This book that's sitting up on my shelf. This was my first version of the Welcome Home book. I have, it's all like camouflaged in with my stuff. Oh, and then I have the Vintage Library, the hidden book in the Vintage Library, which is a book that I repurposed a case. And this is the book that goes with that. So I have books all over the place. I have a Halloween shelf with Halloween books that I did. And one of them is not really a book. It's more like just a 2-page journal spread, but I did it in a box. And it's Edward Scissorhands. And then my collaboration with Gracie, Sookis Journaler, is another person on here. We do pop-ups and stuff, so very similar stuff like that. Yeah, so I got a lot of them. A lot. And then I have the Haunted House book that I did last year. But a lot of my books are in a playlist on my thing, like my favorite books. And then I think if you keep scrolling, I have another one with all kinds of books in there. There's a lot of things that I've done that are just, I don't know what I was thinking. It's a lot of journal spread stuff. But the reason why I do it is because of elements like this, so I can refer back to them. And this was for Friday the 13th, by the way. You see? I'm just weird. And then, of course, the It house. I actually drew that house, and it has glow-in-the-dark paint on it. And when it's been activated and stuff, you can this looks like real blood because it's fake blood that I made to crystallize so it wouldn't be sticky. Oh gosh, yeah, I have a lot of stuff on my YouTube list. But like I said, I started out doing lots and lots and lots of pop-ups and stuff like that. And I forget how this one even goes. It's been so long. And hang on, I got it pinned on the bottom. And that's kind of like how I got it, kind of manifested into journal books. But I was just a weirdo when it came to journal spreads. I got some stuff stuck in there. Oh, I forgot about this. These are supposed to be all the missing kids or something like that, whatever the it thing is. I have this up on a shelf in my window, and I do not recommend putting stuff like this in there because, man, it gets sticky. And I had to redo a couple of my books because of that. Like, ruined them. So I was kind of mad. And then, like, Leatherface. And that's actually liquid latex. So, yeah, I do a lot of weird stuff. But I'm excited for the spooky season. I can't wait. So, yeah. Yeah, I know. I'm just a weirdo. At least I'm not a closet weirdo like Aisha Khan. Because I call her a closet weirdo all the time. she never, ever. She's weird. She can be anyway. So, but we got something pretty done though. So yeah. So this is book number 3. I can get the other books. Book number 1 was one I did last Saturday on live. And hang on, it's kind of skewed. So here's book number 1. This is the one I did last Saturday on live. Right here. And then book number 2 is one I finished during the week. It's one of the biggest books that I've done. It's kind of hard to say. This is one of my normal size books, and this is the book that I did. So I wanted to see how big I could get. So that was book number 2. And like I said, I used resin to stick all this stuff on. And it has this little, this is actually a magnetic closure. If I can get it undone. There we go. Right here. So it sticks together when it's actually closed. And I made it kind of big because if people fill it up with stuff, you know, they have plenty of room. So, and this is just plain pages in the inside. I only do the decorative pages if I'm doing like a just one book. But since this is multiple books, it's gonna be. So there's 1, 2, and then book number 3. But I'm doing something different for each of these books, whether it's the size, something I haven't done before, which was this fabric thing on here, and everything. And then there will be 25 of them. And there will be a lot of different shaped ones. Some of them may be like ones you've seen me do before, but it's because this is going to be in their own little series. So yeah, so it will be fun and everything. So this one will be book number 3 right here. It's the accordion book. I don't know if you guys just joined. Let's see. It opens up super wide and super big. And I like this because it's a no-sew binding book. And I didn't even have to cut the pages either, because they're 8 by 8 already. So yeah. No, these are not gifts. This is a project I wanted to do last year, but I didn't have time, and so I'm doing it this year. It's going to be the Advent 25 books of Christmas. And when I'm all done with the 25 books, they will be a set on eBay. I'm going to auction them off on eBay. So that's what I plan to do with them, because I don't need 25 books sitting here. I'm hoping I'm going to have them done before Christmas. So that should work and everything. Alright, you guys. Well, this was fun live. Like I said, I'll be on next Saturday. I will be doing a book. I'm not sure if it's going to be book number 4 or 5. It depends on if I get one of them done this week in the middle of the week. And it will be different from these. It will either be a different shape. I think I may do a new version of the gingerbread house that I did last year, which was one that was just like this, and it looked like a gingerbread house. It had like candy all over it, and then it had something up here and everything. So I'm doing a different version. I'll be doing one of these again, because it's going to go in the set, but I will be doing a one like the Welcome Home book, but not as wide. Oh yeah, I think I will. And then I'll do one like this eventually, and then I'll probably do a hexagon book like I did last year. I have, oh my gosh, I have so many book designs in my head. I may do one that is like a suitcase book. One like the vintage library book that I did, which is a fold out of 2 books. So I have a bunch of book designs in my head. I just got to get them out so that way I can do that. Yeah. So thank you guys so much for joining me today. If you want to watch this replay, I will have it posted on my YouTube channel. 4 Girls Stole My Heart. And the Hubby's Love Handle stuff. The cat ottoman. We have cats in there now. We're working on a new cat handle for Halloween. And the cat ottoman that it sits in, you can use it for handles or whatever, will be available as soon as I get off of here and see what my husband has done. And the tree stumps here, this one's mine because this one is one of the prototypes, but the new ones have 4G on it. The pumpkins are already available. There will also be other Halloween stuff, but the tree stumps, I think are going to start adding them today. And you don't have to, we're not going to have them combined with the pumpkins. They're separate because you don't have to use them for the handles. You can use them for pens, whatever you want. It's just something to decorate your desk with for Halloween. Or if you're into that all year round. Whatever you want. I wouldn't not put, you could put glue in there, but I would not put it without a cap because it's just flat in the bottom. It's just like a cup. But, if you put it in there, you can do that. But I would recommend, if you use the icing box, well, see, this doesn't leak anyway, but the beacons will leak without a cap. My caps are stuck in here. I have caps inside there, so I can remove them and throw them away and put new ones in there anytime I need to, because we have replacement caps for these. And that way they don't mess up your glue holder or anything like that. But if you can put them in there, but I would recommend putting it on there with the cap, or you're going to ruin the inside of that, because beacon sucks. It leaks. And that's why I have it in here with the cap on. So if it leaks, I just take this out, remove it, and see, it doesn't mess up the actual glue holder part. So whatever you want to do. But yeah, I always keep my cap in there. That's how I keep mine from leaking, and it's always ready. And if you fill these bottles up too much with beacons, you need to fill it up about right there. If you fill it all the way up, it will gurgle out because of how much is in there. Just to let you guys know. But, you can use, I would definitely recommend using because it's flat. I don't know if you can see in there, it's flat. But if you want to use it for a glue holder, yeah. But I wouldn't recommend using it without a cap. If that makes sense. And and we started printing stuff again in teal. I know a lot of people like teal. It's not my favorite color. So I try to avoid making stuff in it at all costs because I hate that color so much. But we do have some glue holders. Oh, here are the ottomans. My husband brought them in here. Here are some of the ottomans that are done. We'll have rose gold. We won't have black until we get black color in. And we also have purple cats and teal cats. That's teal in this color. This is a large and small glue holder. I use 2 small bottles, so I don't use a large in a thing, but they fit like big bottles of things in them, or like the beacons, but we don't have glue caps for those. You just keep that one on there, put it in there. If that answers all your questions. And if you use a smaller bottle of glue, you can always use the large one or small or whatever you want to do. But our glue caps only fit the icing bottles, if that makes sense. Because that's all I use. I make my husband make what? You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised how many people put these glue caps on Beacon bottles and expect it to work. And it doesn't. And then they get all mad about it. And it's like it says it right in the description that it's only for these bottles. And we usually keep extra ones in stock because these wear out eventually. Beacons, it's very abrasive stuff. That's why I made glue caps, so that way it doesn't ruin the glue holders and stuff. But yeah, so like I said, we'll have all these available as soon as my husband's done being a house husband and going grocery shopping and all that good stuff, you know. And then I'm working on new designs for handles at the moment. This one I've had done for like 6 months, and I was like, when is it gonna be fall so I can release this handle design? And it's finally fall. Well, it's not fall yet, but which one? This one or this one? The white one is Crafter's Pick Ultimate, and the clear one is Beacons 3-in-1. Those are the, I use the Crafter's Pick Ultimate more than the Beacons, because unless I want to get like lose some brain cells or something for the day, then I use the Beacons, because it's very potent stuff. This stuff is actually really finicky, even in its own bottle. And here is what I'm saying. I hadn't even opened this one yet. And as you can see, that's what it did. It's sealed in the inside, and I haven't even opened it. So their own little bottle caps here, they don't work so great. So just be very careful when you use them, because it busted out everywhere. That's why I don't like using big, huge bottles. I like these because they're small, but they're not any better, apparently, with their stuff. And it's just been sitting in my room here, up on my shelf, not doing anything, in a nice, cool spot. Yeah, well, it should have been fall then, back in July, I guess. You know, so, yeah. But, anywho, alright, you guys. Well, I'm going to get off of here and go get you guys stuff out. And like I said, I'm trying to make holders here. Oh, the drawer things. Where are those? The filing cabinets. Okay, so my husband hates those things, by the way. But he is trying to kind of get the design a little bit better. Because the whole thing takes 40 hours to make. And they're not going to be cheap. Everybody's been asking me about the the criminal case file filing cabinet. If you don't know who Aunt Manny's Creations are, she makes, Mandy makes these criminal case files. And we did like a swap, I don't know, like last month or the month before. Hang on, I got one stuck in here. And she makes these criminal case files right here. And they're like horror movie ones, and then she makes real ones. And so I had my husband make me a filing cabinet to keep them all in, because she traded me the criminal case files for a mega bundle. So and they took like 40 hours to make, because this right here is the big boy. And this is a lot. I don't think anybody understands 3D printers. I mean, this right here, this is about 5 or 6 hours, maybe, to make just this. So it's 3 pieces and 3 separate printers. And so because of the length of time and the material it takes, they're kind of expensive. So what I asked my husband to do was to make it, one, he fixed the handle to where it's not hollow like this, because it has to have a support thing underneath of it, and it's a pain in the butt. But he made the handle like this, so it looks like a filing cabinet. And I asked him to split it to where we could do a single drawer and do a double drawer. So that way, if people don't have as many case files and they just have like a few like this, they can just get a single drawer one. I don't know the price of them yet, but I know that he said if he had to guess, it would be a minimum of $60 and up for this thing, for a single one, not even the double one. So you could just imagine. So I'm making him give me an actual price for it, and I will not post them on Etsy. They will be a pre-request order thing only, because I don't want to print a whole bunch of them. And people are like, oh my God, that's so expensive. And I'm like, well, yeah, it takes a lot. You know, this takes like a half a roll of filament to do by itself. So yeah, it's a lot. But I do have just the little square boxes that are going to be, that I use to hold my ephemera books. And of course it's not this size, but this is the square box that I had on one of my videos that holds the ephemera books, and it holds quite a few of them. I still got room in there for a little bit more, and they're good sturdy boxes. These boxes right here measure, let me tell you what they are, because basically I told my husband, hey, I want a box that can fit this in there, and then I'll put other stuff in there. So that's how he made it. Yes, he doesn't mind printing holders and stuff. Now these take more labor than these ever would, or the glue holders. The glue holders don't take that much. The inside opening to this is about 4 15/16, and this side is about 4.5. So that right there by itself is $30 for this box, because it is a big box. So if you guys want one of these boxes in the rose gold, you'll have to send me a message on Etsy, because I will not post them on Etsy. If I do end up posting them on Etsy and then nobody buys them, I'll use them for my stuff. I don't care, because I like them. They come in handy, and you can also glue or put labels on the front. So yeah. And that's the other thing, is people don't understand that even though we have 8 printers, they constantly have to be watched, maintained, all that good stuff. So, and my husband has a full-time job. So, and he does not work after 10 o'clock. I made him stop working past 10 o'clock. So, yeah, so it does take a little bit of time. It's nice because you can get your stuff like organized and customized in your own favorite colors, like, you know, everything here, and like with the steampunk stuff. And I like designing all this stuff. So, but it takes work. And I homeschool 3 children. So it takes a lot. So everybody has to remember that too. But my husband's been very good here lately. He actually, I designed this ottoman for my daughter's Barbie house. And I was looking at it the other day in her house. She has a white one in there. And I was looking at it the other day, and I'm like, you know, do you think a cat handle would fit in there? Because then the cat could look like it's sitting on a little cushion. And my husband was like, well, yeah. And I was like, well, I'm going to go try it. And tried it, and there we go. You know, all you got to do is look at Barbie stuff. It gives me ideas for everything. So, yeah. But I do have a lot of fall handles and everything planned for September and October. We will also have dark black roses. I may also do a rose that has it's red and the handle's black, since we can do dual colors now. Yeah, that's probably me. You talking about these glue holders? There's a lot of people out there making glue holders. No, I like to relax a little bit. And plus, I have a 2-year-old, almost 3-year-old, and she is started preschool, so I'm working with her and stuff. So, yeah. Oh, yep, that's me. And so yeah. Oh, and we're also going to have black queens. I revamped the queen. This is what the queen used to look like. Right here. Just plain. And then I just redesigned it. And if you want to know the difference, my husband, me, he designed some of these too. But I get a little bit crazy with them. That's just my thing. So yeah. Four Girls Stole My Heart. Yeah. That's the name of my Etsy shop. Here you go. 4 Girls Stole My Heart. I have 4 daughters, and 3 of them I homeschool. I used to homeschool all of them, but I know I get carried away. This made him so mad because I put so many little gears and stuff on it. He was like, that ain't gonna print. That ain't gonna print. I was like, print it and see what happens. So yeah. And it printed just fine. He just has no confidence, I swear. Like, I don't know what I'm doing. Oh yeah, that's me. Oh, I hope it was only good stuff. But yeah, I also have another pumpkin set that I'll be doing probably at the end of September, and it's going to have jack-o'-lantern faces on it. And I think, yeah, so if we're out of stock of something in my Etsy shop and we haven't had it in a while or something like that, just send me a message on Etsy, and that way I can let you know when we're going to have it, or I can, see if my husband will slip that in there so that way he'll make it, because he just does what I tell him. Yeah. Oh, thank you. I'm trying to get all of each handle to have its own little holder. And so I got the lipstick and the lips holder together. Now the cat has a cushion to sit on. And then the steampunk has the hat. And then the queen, I can kind of, and the heart, kind of go with the heart holder. I want to do a unicorn head for the unicorn horn, and the horn comes out of the top. And then, of course, we have the flower, and the flower pot is right here. I want to do like a clamshell for the mermaid tail. And then the lighthouse, I want to do like a cliff. Like a cliff of the side. Or a throne. Oh, that's a good idea. A throne. Oh, thank you. I'm going to tell my husband that. I can work on that. That'd be easy to do. Luckily, I can draw, so that helps. And then I'm going to. My husband's not thrilled about doing spooky, weird stuff for Halloween because has a big stick up his butt about stuff. So I'm going to. I have a skull holder thing. That's kind of like this round thing, but it has skulls all the way around it. And I want to do like a stacked skull handle or a pillar, like kind of like this, a pillar, and there's a skull on top. Ooh, a raven. See, that would, I have to see if I can get it to where it doesn't hang over. Hangover stuff is hard to do on a printer because it prints in layers all the way up. So if it hangs over the edge, that makes it harder. The mermaid tails were probably the hardest print that we did that had a hangover like this. But we got it to where it could actually, you know, do up. This one was a mess up. I usually keep all the mess ups if there was any voids in them or anything like that. I keep them over here on my desk. So that's why my cat looks like it was in a fight and stuff like that. That's why his ear's missing, because I dropped it and I chipped his ear. And then we fixed the new cat ones when we started selling them, and so the ears aren't fragile anymore. So yeah. So I have a lot of stuff planned. I have one that I'm working on right now for a friend that is a candlestick. And the holder will be a candlestick holder, but it will screw into it. It won't be like where you put these on there. And then the attachments will go around the base. So, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so, but like I said, I am trying to get the filing cabinets more situated. I know me and Mandy are working together. She wants to know when we actually have it, and I can tell them to refer to me for the case files, because this is kind of a collaboration thing. It's for her case files. Although you can use this for other stuff. You don't have to use it for the case files. But I want to do a single drawer and a double drawer. That way the cost, because the cost for this, I have no idea. I think I could probably estimate and do the math here in my head, but it's 40 hours to complete this, and that's not even including the cost of the stuff. But I will have to, like I said, for a single drawer by itself, I think my husband said it was a minimum of $60. I don't know, because they take forever to make. Well, this little box right here by itself is $30. But when we do, we have the thing the way that we want it, and we're comfortable with it, and we're happy with it. I will make an announcement on TikTok and say this is how much it will be. If you are interested, you can write me, and I will not be posting them on Etsy. I will be doing like a custom thing for people on Etsy, but they won't be like available to everybody on Etsy. So I try to make it fair and reasonable, because I understand, like, you know, people want them, but they may not want them both at the same time. And then if they collect more of her case files, then they can go and get another one, you know, and then just stick it on top or something like that, you know. But the one that, if you know who Aunt Manny's Creations is, she has the filing cabinet that match these case files. So that is the same as this stump. It's a gradient kind of color, and it's got like a maroonish black, like a lighter color, and then that kind of reddish color in it, and it matches the case files. I have different colors that I would consider doing, but again, it would be like when we have them available, somebody would have to write me and say, hey, can you do it in rose gold? Can you do this? And then I would have to let you know at that time if we can. I know that we were going to do it in that color. I call it the burnt mahogany color, because it's kind of looks like that. It looks like a tree, a mahogany, you know, that had caught on fire or something. And I know we had that, and then we'll probably do it in black or even a silver, maybe. Something along those lines. But they're great for keeping these case files in, because I was always scared I was going to get them messed up. So that's where we're at with that. Now the boxes right here, if you're wanting them for your ephemera or something like that, and you're wanting a specific size, like this, then you can write me a message on Etsy, and I'll have to talk to my husband and see what he says. But this one right here, the one that I have that's good and heavy duty and it has all these books in it, this one right here, it would be $30 just for this thing. I like it because I can match up all my stuff with it. So yeah. Alright guys, well I'm going to jump off of here. I'm going to go get dressed, and I'm going to go and spend time with my hubba bubba and enjoy my weekend with no kids. Well, one kid's at home, but she's not like a nuisance. You know, she doesn't bother anybody because she's kind of a hermit. So yes, I'm going to go and do that. And like I said, I think we have more pumpkins posting. I'm not sure if we still have any in stock, because I've been on here. And then the ottomans, I have to get the pricing for my husband, but they'll probably be the same pricing as the lips, because they all take about the same time. And then I'll post those on Etsy. And we also have cats in this color and purple cats that we're doing, and we'll have more black cats when we get more black in. So yes, thank you guys. So thank you guys for joining me. I appreciate it, and join me next Saturday, and we're going to do a new book in this series, a new book design. Bye guys. Yeah, these are wax stamp handles. All of these are actual wax stamp handles too. They all fit wax stamp seals like that. Each one of these, the things all screw off, and that's the standard for a wax stamp handle. So it's like an all-in-one tool. We have the rectangle adapters, the round adapters. We have a mini stamp for cling stamps. We also have a big one for cling stamps that fits on there. And the round ones, I just keep mine on there. And we have the jewel picker-upper, the wax tip. This is like for people who do diamond painting, but I use it to pick up like beads and stuff. So that's what those all are. And they're all available in my Etsy shop. Yeah, it's an interchangeable handle. Alright, you guys. Thank you guys for joining me, and I'll see you next Saturday.